because of his energy and his effort. He's just relentless on the offensive glass, and George Karl is in love with what this guy brings to the table every night.
Anthony spins and drops it in.
I tell you, that guy is just so strong. I said earlier, I think he's the best pure scorer in this league. Really has no weakness.
Ross turns it over. Carmelo Anthony takes it right to the hole. Doesn't get it to drop, but does get fouled.
Yeah, that was one of those plays. I saw George Karl wasn't real happy. That was an opportunity where Carmelo probably could have gotten the ball to J.R. Smith ahead. Carmelo's trying to get into the party.
Well, you're right. And you know what else? I think Carmelo was probably like, this could be the easiest look I'm going to get all night. And so he's going to go ahead and try to get to the rim and finish that play. And J.R. Smith reacted well. He went over and gave him high five because he still understands this is Melo's show. Everybody else is going to play off of him.
Carmelo spinning. Tough shot, but draws the foul. Let's check in with Jim Gray.
I know he's got a lot of heart, but it's going to take a lot of heart to come back. He was basically crawling back into the locker room.
Well, that disappoints me because I always like to watch Sam play because I'm dating myself, aging myself here, but I actually, when I worked in Baltimore, Sam was playing high school ball in Baltimore, and I watched him play as a high school player, and then through college at Florida State, now into the NBA for all these years.
And he's a treat to watch for any fan. If you're a fan of the game of basketball, you got to like Sam Cassell. He makes big shots, and he plays with great energy. Hopefully he will return before this game is over.
Great feed by Andre Melo to Melo. Spins out for the lob.
Well, you talked about that trivia that we had on Cold Pizza. The other part of that was Andre Miller throws more lobs, more assists off of lobs than anybody in the NBA last season. You saw a beautiful one there to Carmelo Anthony.
And here we thought we'd never use that information again.
Carmelo just jumped.
He's sure now.
Yeah. Boykins, bounce pass. Moves it to Carmelo Anthony with the finish.
And how about Reggie Evans there with a no-look pass and a technical foul.
Hanging on the rim.
And that might have been, once he dunked it to me, I think he came through.
Did he do a chin-up?
Put a little extra on it. I think a little extra sauce on the end of this dunk. Great feed by Reggie Evans.
And then when the ball came through,
A little bit of a swing. When you bring your knees up toward the rim like that, there's really no one under the rim at the time. You're going to get hit with the technical foul.
They're not, the league's not really into chin-ups.
No.
They're not a fan of that.
That's for the playground. But that's great hustle by Earl Boykins, and the Nuggets create some offense that time out of the offensive glass.
Miller ahead to Carmelo. Showtime.
And one of the reasons why Denver gives up a lot of opportunities on the offensive glass is they're looking to get out and run. And sometimes like that play, Carmelo Anthony will leak out to get out in transition, and the Nuggets benefited that time, but early in this game, they struggled and giving up a lot of second shots.
And what a wasted opportunity for the Clippers then. You had Corey Maggette wide open on the right wing. Sean Livingston and Coutinho Mobley, neither guy found him, and that's the hottest hand on the floor right now. Instead, you end up coughing the ball up, and it leads to a breakaway dunk and a technical foul. So really could potentially a 6-point turnaround with the way Corey Maggette is shooting the ball right now.
A technical foul on Mike Dunleavy.
I guess we spoke too soon.
Well, that's unguardable right there.
That really was
great body control
too.
Lobs it over to Carmelo Anthony, and the big guy played in high school a lot of times facing the basket, and that's why Marcus can handle the ball like that.
Oh, that was a beautiful play right there, Timmy. And throwing a lob, a little Andre Miller-esque.
Well, he's obviously been watching Andre. You see Carmelo getting out and doing what he does best, finishing on the break. Nuggets at their best in transition.
Nahara back outside to Carmelo Anthony. Open look, and it's good.
And that's just good offensive execution and good decision-making by Nahara, Andre Miller, and then Carmelo knocking down the mid-range jumper.
Mentioned it was because of their ability on the offensive glass.
And their bench, and that's what Mike Dunleavy did in that last time out. He went to his bench. You see Maggette in the game. You see Singleton. Those are the guys that really got it going for him in that second quarter.
That's Carmelo Anthony at his best. When he catches the ball in a 16-foot range and he can square you up, he is so good at using that jab step.
Yeah, the Clippers have gone to a zone. Let's see if the Nuggets do a better job of attacking it.
Carmelo!
I was just about to say that not the way you diagram attacking a zone. But again, if you're getting 30 a night,
Fake the pass.
be creative.
Bring it back. Scoop it up. And you get a push by Thomas on Evans, or Evans on Thomas.
They might have a double.
And there was definitely a push. There was a separation there. It is on Evans. Technical on Tim Thomas.
Carmelo doesn't mind going to free throw line. Nothing like free points.
Well, he's there 10 times a night, so he definitely feels comfortable when he steps up there.
They're D up. We get some positive here. Carmelo Anthony right through the lane, and then a jump hook gets fouled on his way.
I mean, what a combination. Carmelo Anthony is 6'8", 230. He's going to take any small forward in the league down in the low post and just punish you with his size and strength. But then you put him out on the wing and face him up. This guy's got as explosive a first step as anybody in the game. And then his ability to also finish at the traffic. He's a great foul shooter. I mean, he's the whole package offensively, Greg. You cannot guard this guy with one man.
I think he's the best pure scorer in this league right now. That's a huge compliment for a man that young. But the other thing that's allowing his offense to even be more effective is his ability to play now these double teams. What it does, it forces the defense to have to think about whether they want to come or not. And all he needs is that extra count to be able to attack his defender and either get to the rim or, in this case, get to the free throw line.
Jim, we're finding out that this guy is becoming a complete player.
He is indeed, and I spoke to Mike Krzyzewski in Las Vegas when USA Basketball was out there practicing, and he said Carmelo Anthony probably was the best team as we see him fly in once again. Probably the best player on USA Basketball, and he was surprised by that. I asked Carmelo if he was aware of Krzyzewski's comments, and he said he never said it to him directly, but he did hear it from others. I asked him, what did you think of that? He said, I was totally shocked, but it's also given me a great deal of confidence.
The last 2 decades.
Carmelo spins, and Maggette reaches in and swats him.
Fouls ball number 50, Corey Maggette. That's his third, team first.
Looks like Mike Dunleavy's saying, look, we got about 3 minutes to make this interesting. We're going to come with a little bit of energy, a little bit of athleticism, try to speed the tempo up and see if they can somehow get back in the game.
Well, he really was disgusted, to be honest with Shaun Livingston. I mean, the look on his face, the last turnover, Shaun Livingston having to commit the foul right at the end of the third quarter. I mean, Mike Dunleavy just crossed his arms and said, you know, we got to get somebody in the game that can make a play at the point guard position. Not that Shaun Livingston can't play. He is going to be a phenomenal player, but right now Mike Dunleavy expects more of him, a little bit more progression. It's not there, so you come with Daniel Ewing.
They just look really poor offensively, just no rhythm whatsoever. Now, again, they don't have many starters in the game, but for Mike Dunleavy, you can't like the way your team is executing offensively right now.
Well, he said he wanted to keep them at about 100. They're only at 101. The problem is he didn't expect to have 85. I think when he put that number out there, because he didn't expect this kind of anemic, really offensive output tonight, they just never got into any kind of flow or rhythm, with the exception of a little run in the second quarter that really was about offensive rebounding more than anything else.